Good morning, students. Today topic we are going to discuss about referential integrity. In database management system. So referential integrity means relationship between the tables. For example, consider the two tables, employee and department. So in the employee, we can have the field of employee ID, employee name, age, salary. The department table, we can have department number, department name, location, etc. So here we can have the employee ID, employee name and that employee age, salary, as well as we can have email ID like this. So here employee name, for example, can be a duplication. That means the same name, H Vinod means the same H Vinod name may appear two times in the employee name. But that is not possible in the employee ID. That is unique. So we have to set employee ID as a primary key. That means it will be uniquely identify entity in the entity set. Also, in case of department number must be unique. So that also we have to set it as a primary key. Usually, whatever the table we are considering, each table at least one field will be the primary key. If it is a strong entity, for weak entity it is not possible. That will comes very rarely. In case of department number we have to set it as a primary key. But in case of relational database management system, the tables will exist independently, but we have to establish the relationship between the two table means any one of the field must be common so that we can able to establish the relationship. For example, in case of this employee table, we can establish the relationship between the department table. That means any one of the table any one of the field in the department table, that must be the primary key, should be the foreign key of the employee table. For consider, I am taking department number as the foreign key of the employee table. So in that basis we can able to establish the relationship. So the advantage of using this is redundancy will be reduced. We can able to allow the redundancy. For example, in case of department table, suppose if you make employee and department table as a one table, that means all the department name and the location will repeat here. For example, employee ID, assume that it is 10, employee name Raj, age 24, salary 57,000, department number. Assume that we have 4 department, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So in this we can have IT, CSE, EEE, MEC. Okay. So here I am this department, Raj is working in the IT department, assume that. So I want to know that the employee Raj, in which department he is working, I want to find out means I have to establish the relation between Raj and employee table and the department table. For that, this field is going to help. So I told no, initially this field is going to act as a foreign key. So instead of to establish the relationship between employee and the department table, department number is the common field through which we can able to establish the relationship. So here, particularly in the employee table, there is a possibility of working in the IT department 20-30 faculties, or and in case of CSE possibly for 50 faculties. So here, if you separate these two into two tables, this redundancy will be avoided. For example, in case of IT department, 25 faculties are working, and CSE department 50, EEE department 40, and then mechanical department 30. Okay, so for employee table 25 records will be there, and CSE table 50 records, like this. Here, suppose if you keep department name and location in one table, all this IT will be repeated 25 plus 50 plus 40 plus 30, 70, 120, 145 values will be unnecessarily will be added here. Same like this location also will be will be added unnecessarily. That field will be existing. So like this, in case of any example, any applications, for example, in case of banking, consider it as a banking application, we have more entities like customer, accounts, will have the depositor relation, customer loan will have the borrower relation, same like the loan can be taken by the particular branch, and employee will be belongs to a particular department, and the loan will be paid by the payment. So like this, particularly for banking, more number of entities. So we have to communicate all those will be connected. This entity will be connected. So we have to establish the relationship like this. So whatever, it is not necessary the relations to be between these two tables. So even if you have more number of tables, from one table to another, this is the one relation. Similarly, if you have communicated with another table, here also another table. So in this, from the employee table, this is payroll table, assume that. So here you want to know the employee salary, I have to fetch from this table, we can able to fetch. That is because we have established the relation between employee and the department table with this, and then from this department table to this table we can able to establish another relationship, and then from this table we can have the payment payroll table with the relationship. So whatever be that this relationship, we have to strictly follow that this primary key and the foreign key concept. So that is the concept of referential integrity. So here this, it is not necessary this field to be the foreign key. We can able to exchange that. For example, in the department table we can have the EID. So instead of this table to act as the foreign key, we can keep another field EID to be the foreign key, of the department table. So but the thing is, this table primary key can be the foreign key of this table, or this table primary key can be act as the foreign key of the employee table, whatever it may be. But strictly we need if you want to have the relationship between these two tables, we must have the primary key and the foreign key relationship, that is be applicable to everywhere in that relationship. So this is the first topic we have seen. and consider the another example. Consider the another example, banking. In this, we have the one entity is called branch, and the another entity is called account. Another entity is called account. So in case of branch, we can keep the field of branch name, branch location and assets. Same like in case of account, we can give the field of account number, balance. Okay. So instead of branch location, better we can keep branch city, so that it will be easily understandable. Okay. So in case of branch name, for example, ICICI Bank consider will have multiple locations. They will have the in particular city in Chennai, they may have 20 or 25 cities. So in the branch name, it may have the Selayur, Medavakam, T Nagar. Like this, it may have multiple locations, it will have the branch name. Same like a customer can avail the can have the accounts in that particular bank. Okay. So if I want to have the relationship between the branch and the account, I need some common field so that I can able to establish. Same last example what we have seen for the employee and the department. We there we can have keep the department number or employee number as the or employee ID as the common field through which we have established it. So in this example also, branch, because branch account or account can have the relationship with the customer can relationship with the loan. Like this, multiple entity will have multiple relationship. So here there won't be any common field to establish a relation between branch and account. But one thing is, here the branch name we can set it as a key, because that will be the unique value. But branch city is not like that. It will be same city will repeat again and again. So that we cannot keep it as a key. So if I set, I can set branch name as the primary key. Similarly, here also account number I can set it as a primary key, because we know obviously every customer will have unique account number. So that also we can set it as a primary key. So we can set this branch name as the foreign key to the account department. So here branch name can be set it as the foreign key. So for that, when we create the table, create table branch, and each field branch name means that should be the strings. So varchar 20. Same like here branch city is varchar, asset is can be set it as an integer. Similarly, but here while creating the table, we have to set this field as the primary key. That also we have to mention it here. Similarly, when we create the record, create the table of account, here also we have to mention the create a table account and then account number, that is can be integer, and then balance can be integer, and branch name. This branch name we have to set it as the foreign key. Branch name, we have to set it as the foreign key. That means whatever be the branch name we are using here, only the same branch name should come here. That will be repeated here, but the same branch name what existing in the primary table, the same name value will come. So for example, here Salur, Medavakam, T Nagar, like this. Suppose if I have Chitlapakam, okay, I am keeping Chitlapakam is one of the branch name in the account table, means suppose if that Chitlapakam does not exist in the branch table, means this record will not be allowed to insert. So that we have to be careful, because this field is depending on the primary table of this branch name. So whatever the value existing here, only the same will. But this field will be repeated many times here. So that sort of drawback is there. If we keep it as one table, it is not necessary, that can be avoided. But another advantage is the branch city. Here suppose here 1000 records are there, this 1000 record, instead of that we can able to avoid, we can able to keep it as only 4 value. Suppose if the branch city is here in this asset and coming here, means that will be repeated. So that is unnecessarily, it will be wasted. So this is the concept of referential integrity.